marked off. And then where the brunch is, there's not marked off because I didn't make reservations. I didn't know where it was.
Right.
Oh, it's in Emeryville.
Mm-hmm. I think it's in that Marriott that, well, you can't miss it.
It's
It's
all
a big,
close
tall
to
building. It couldn't be more convenient for me, except if they had it at my house, which would be less convenient because I have to clean up. So it is pretty perfect. You have Berkeley and Emeryville. Okay, there's that one.
All right.
Oh boy, that's a nice picture.
This is my mother and her brother, Benny. And that is probably about 1914 or in there.
I want to.
What does it say? What?
1913.
Oh, 1913, okay.
I'm going to do both sides on this
Okay.
one because it's. See, how can I do it? Okay. Oops, let me close this. Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I want to get both sides of that so we have. So we'll say Sarah and Benny, 1913.
Mm-hmm. Her brother, that's
You know
her
what's
brother.
interesting?
Her brother.
Yeah, I don't have enough room to put that in a little descriptor. That's why we're recording these things. But I think it says on the back. But I tell you, you know, these old pictures, the quality is almost better than some of these newer ones. Okay. So this was Sarah and Benny. 1913, yeah.
Yes.
One. Okay. Got it. Do the back of this one. Uncle Benny Zimmerman and Grandma Sarah.
Mm-hmm. That's who they are.
Okay, we can read it. I'll wait till I do it.
Now, are we supposed to correct that genealogy
Mm-hmm.
of our family?
Mm-hmm. If you want to write on there, I can. Yeah, if you want to write on that,
Yes.
then I can do it on the computer and email it back to them.
Okay. All right, I will do that.
Did you finish your story too?
I did. I didn't print it though.
Did you type it in?
No. I don't know how to type it in.
You want me to do? I'm pretty fast. You know, did I ever tell you? You may even remember this.
Oh yeah, you
My
were.
mom made me take typing when I was at Oceana High School,
Uh-huh.
and I was the only boy in the class, and it was so embarrassing. I mean, you know, the teacher would say things like, "Okay, girls, purses on the floor, not you, Jeff," in front of everyone. But I can type pretty fast, and who would have
That's-
known with computers? Because in
That's
those
right.
days,
That's right.
yeah. So it's pretty funny. So that was a good thing. All right, there's that one.
Here's-
Look, by the way, I just want to show you this. Let's see. Here, I'll look it up. But look how clear even the back comes out, so we can save that.
Oh my.
Isn't that nice?
Uh-huh.
Just so we have it all in there.
Here is this fellow again.
You mean Stephen?
Yes. Right. Sure looks like him,
Isn't
doesn't
that
it?
amazing?
Doesn't it look like him?
That is really amazing. Let me dust this off, though. Yep. Yeah, sometimes I wonder how Stephen got to be 6'4" and blonde and blue eyes, and then I'm, short with brown hair.
Uh-huh.
But there you go. Now there's the proof.
That's right. That's right. And all of us are tall.
Not all of us.
No, the four
the
siblings.
kids,
I'm
yeah.
talking about Anita, me, Manuel, and Arthur.
Yeah.
Considering that my mother was a little short thing, 4'11".
Was she only 4'11"?
That's all she was 4'11". And all like your mother's 5'6", so she was 5'6".
Which was tall in those days.
And me too, 5'6". And then Manuel probably 5'10" or 11, and Arthur over 6 feet.
Right, that's right. And look at Lori.
Lori and Edward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Lori's kids. And Michael.
Uh-huh.
And
Monty isn't really tall, but he's
not short. He's taller than you.
I think I'm probably the shortest of the cousins, seriously. Of the male cousins, for sure. If you think about it.
You probably are. How about Richard?
He's a little taller than me.
Oh.
He's like a couple inches taller.
Oh, he is, huh?
Or an inch and a half or something. Charles Rosen, what did it say, 1913?
That's what I think.
I don't really know. I have a question mark. Charles Rosen, 1913. Okay, next.
This is my mother when she was pregnant with Arthur.
Wow. She doesn't look too pregnant there.
Well, that dress, see, is all pleated.
Oh, yeah. She has the belt, too. Oh, we'll do the back of this one, too.
That's Aunt Sophie Zimmerman.
Well, it says Lillian Zimmerman on the back.
Where?
And then what's Miss N. Drucker?
Mrs. S. Bronstein. No, it's Grandma Sarah Rosen and Aunt Sophie Zimmerman.
But see there, look. Lillian Zimmerman.
Yes.
Somebody signed it. Oh, maybe she sent it to you.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how I got it. 4 Manor Court.
Mm-hmm. And look at that. Daly City D807. That was the zip code. Huh. Okay, let's see.
But that's my mother and her sister-in-law, Sophie. Her sister-in-law was also her first cousin.
Oh.
Because my uncle and my aunt were first cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband was my mother's brother.
Huh.
They were first cousins.
I guess that was common then, huh?
I think it was fairly common.
Okay, so this one is Sarah
And
Sophie. What year did it say on there? It's 1917?
yes.
1917.
No, wait a minute.
I think that's what it is.
She was pregnant with Arthur, so he was born in 1915.
It says 17.
I know, but it's not true. It's 16. It should be 16.
16.
Because he was, wait a minute, he was born 1915. And she was pregnant. So it's 1915.
Okay.
17 is wrong.
Oh, interesting.
1915.
I'm gonna move this a little closer, just so it picks you up more than me. There we go. Is that in your way?
Not at all.
Okay.
1915.
That's right. I'll have to change it on the back.
I'll do the back too, just to...
Well, let me change it.
Okay. Want me to get it, or?
I'll get a pen, right?
Okay, yeah. It's your writing anyway.
Mm-hmm. Since he was born in 1915, it had to be 1915, right?
You're right. I see a lot of these are in the collage that you have in the hallway. Did you have copies made for that?
I don't remember if I had copies or if I had originals. They look like originals.
They do, but I see some of them look the same here.
I know. So we may have had more than one.
Oh, maybe that was it. Okay. Oh, that's a nice picture. To my darling Jeanette. That is so cute.
Isn't it?
He's always so well dressed. Look at that beautiful suit.
His uncle was a tailor and made his suits.
Oh, that's why they fit
And
so well.
all of his uncles were tailors. His father was a tailor, and the father had 4 brothers, and they were all tailors. All tailors: Nathan, Percy, Wolf, Mike, and Harry.
Okay.
All of them tailors,
Well, that
and
explains it.
and real good tailors. Like Mike lived in Berkeley,
Mm-hmm.
and he tailored the suits for professors
Oh, at
from the
Cal.
university.
Huh. Do you know what year this one is?
No, I don't.
What would you guess?
What would I guess? What would I guess? Well, that was in 1938 that he gave it to me.
Looks older than that.
I don't know if that's... I don't think it was too much before that. Do you think so?
Well, it's hard to tell, but that suit looks a little... We'll just put signed 1938.
No, I don't think it was 38, but he gave it to me in 38.
Sydney, I got a gift. 1938. We just need a name so we know.
Okay.
When you moved to Petaluma, you knew what you were getting into?
Not really.
Must have been kind of difficult for a city girl.
It was. I was very lonesome. Very, like, homesick.
This is nice. Is that Uncle Sidney?
That's him.
My goodness.
Look at that.
Okay.
I don't know how old he was, but less than a year, I would say. Or maybe around a year. I'd say about a year probably,
Goodness.
because that's when they took pictures at the
first year?
the first
To
birthday.
make sure they made it. They didn't do any birth pictures when they were born?
I have a picture hanging in that collage
Uh-huh.
with Sidney Bear lying on his tummy.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you remember seeing it. He's
Oh, yeah. I'll have to...
But that's the only one, because I don't see any more like that.
Okay, so what year do you think, well, you would know if it's a year.
1912.
1912. I'm going to do the cover of that too, because it's so pretty. This one I had to scan upside down, but it doesn't matter.
No.
You just turn the picture when you get it printed.
That's
Okay.
that was very pretty, the folder.
Yeah, no, that's why I want to capture it, because it's
Uh-huh.
nice. In those days, they really knew how to... It's funny, his face doesn't look that much different.
No, I know.
Really something.
That I looked at the photographer. They had offices in Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Oakland. I'm sure it was taken in Oakland because that's where they lived.
Right, off of Market Street.
Right.
And you know, there's that Temple Sinai there. Were they members of that?
I doubt it. My father-in-law was not religious
Oh,
at all.
because they're redoing that whole temple, but it's a beautiful little temple. I mean, they're going to save.
Is that near Market Street?
Mm-hmm. And you know, when Zelda was running for mayor,
Mm-hmm.
she had there's a Union Hall, a classic old-fashioned Union Hall just down the block, around the corner from the
In
temple.
Oakland?
In Oakland.
But she was running for mayor in Berkeley.
I know, it was funny, but they had a bunch of debates for things that were on the ballot and the mayoral thing, so they invited her down there with the other candidates.
I see.
Just because it's a gathering place.
Uh-huh.
And I went, and I asked her, isn't it kind of funny that, you're here right around the corner, because it was right off of Market, from
Mm-hmm.
where your dad was born. And she didn't really know what to say.
That's right. That's exactly.
But, because she's funny sometimes. But, yeah, I thought it was kind of neat. Okay. Oh, my goodness. What a picture is that?
Sydney crying. This is very cute. That picture
Mm-hmm.
has a carriage cover, what they call a carriage cover.
Uh-huh.
I have that carriage cover.
You do? Wow.
Right.
Where
I
is
do.
it?
It's in my linen closet.
I can see that it says, also has a strap that says baby. Wow. You've got saved a lot of things, Auntie.
It's in my. I just feel like going and getting it.
Will do.
Okay.
If you can put your fingers on it that quickly?
I don't know.
Well, if you can.
If I can, I'm gonna.
What year do you think this picture was?
Same thing, 1912.
Okay. Did you find it? No luck, huh? I bet it's in there. Well, we can look later. I'm sure it's somewhere in there. What? I'm scanning in Debbie here.
What are you doing?
Scanning in that picture of Debbie, Puss in Boots.
Oh,
That's so funny, that one.
the next step is she took dance lessons. And they put on performances.
I think I have a recollection of going to. Oh no, I think that was later. I think at
No,
the
it's-
temple is a talent show or something. That's
Oh,
what I'm
that was
thinking.
later.
Yeah,
No, this was, does it say the date on there?
60.
Oh, so she was 7 years old.
Okay. We've done 27 so far.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Look at
Oh
this.
my goodness, that's so cute.
Is it? That's Sydney and his cousin Teresa.
That hat is just adorable.
But I don't know how old he was. Probably about 3.
Teresa was her name? I never heard of
Uh-huh.
her before.
Yeah, it was his cousin. Never saw her very often.
Did she move away or?
No. She was my mother-in-law's brother's daughter. So it was my mother-in-law's niece. And
Teresa with an H or just ER?
T-H. E-R.
We don't know
ESA.
you want to make a guess on the date?
I'd say about 1915.
Okay. I'll do the back of this one too. I like these old postcards. How big was Sydney's family?
Well, his mother had just the one brother here, and Teresa was his only daughter.
Oh,
Now, his name was Ike. He was married, and apparently his wife had a mental condition. So she was put in a like a place like Napa, some kind of institution. And so he had this daughter, Teresa. Teresa, I would say, was a low normal. And she lived with foster parents, with foster.
That doesn't sound like a good thing.
No, it wasn't. But she did get married, and she did have a son. And this guy, Ike, her father, was very, very frugal. Very frugal. He must have saved the first penny he had. And she was an only child. When he died, she came into a lot of money, and eventually she lived in Hillsborough.
Oh my goodness. That could do something to your head.
I don't know anything.
Yeah,
This is Sydney on our honeymoon, so that's 1938.
White shoes in the snow? Where were you?
We had gone to Los Angeles.
And it snowed on the way to Los Angeles?
No, that's in Yosemite.
Oh, you went that way?
Yes, on our way home. And we brought home some snow. Yes, we went down south and came back that way, around.
Was that the first time you'd seen snow?
First time I had been anywhere. Do you think I had gone any place?
No,
we didn't go any place. We didn't have money to travel or do anything. Yeah, white shoes. That's right, white shoes. But that was November. That was November.
When did you get married?
October. And this was on our way home. October 23rd, so we were down in Los Angeles, so it was the beginning of November.
Sydney.
That's why it was snowing.
That's still honeymoon. October?
Well,
No, November?
November, the beginning of November.
1938.
And that's Yosemite.
Yosemite, okay. That's a nice picture. Did you take a picture of you in the snow? Looks like you were the family photographer.
I may have had, there may be, as we go along, there may be.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure there was one of me in the snow.
All right.
This is Rocha Nathan. That's Sydney's uncle, his father's brother, and his
brother.
wife.
There's a resemblance there.
And he was the favorite uncle.
How many were there?